You're listening to Into the Twilight, an independent, listener-supported show. Subscribe at patreon.com/intothetwilight for monthly bonus episodes, weekly shoutouts, a Patreon-only book club, and more. Thanks for support, and now, on with the show.
Now tuning in to Earbud Media, audio for everyone.
Just to set the tone, I got an alert on my pollen app this morning, and it said, "Hey, bud, all pollen levels are high today."
Oof.
And I looked, and they're all high across the state today.
Awesome.
Which is a really fun time to be allergic to trees for me.
Yeah, so we're just entering the space in kind of a fun little moment.
This episode is sponsored. It's not. But this episode is sponsored by allergy medicine.
Yeah, and not going outside.
Right. It's that time of year, right? I want the trees to be growing, but also it is just a tough time to be allergic to trees growing.
It kind of makes your whole thing a little inconvenient.
Right. Do I want them to be growing? Well, yes, I do.
Of course.
Is it difficult? Do I have to suffer? Unfortunately, yes, I do.
Yeah.
It's like the people that are like allergic to water, you know? Or our friends here at the pod who are allergic to the sun.
That's true.
So we suffer.
Yeah.
It's just method acting.
Yeah.
That I do here. Welcome to the Twilight. We suffer for our art.
Absolutely.
How are you doing?
I'm here. I'm living.
Yeah.
Folks, we're back. I'm bringing a wild, wacky dating show to the fold. We're here. Nature is healing. You know what I mean?
I would expect nothing less from you at this point.
And I want to talk about Love Overboard, which truthfully I only watched because Gabby Wendy is the host, which is reason enough.
Say less, yeah.
Let's go lesbians, you know what I mean? I'm here. But what this is a very funny, just like, you think it's like, oh yeah, it's just like hot, sexy singles, you know, young people being like, we're gonna be on a boat and maybe fall in love, ? But the gag is, it's kind of like Below Deck in that there are some people that are coupled up, but everyone else who's not coupled up has to work on the boat.
Wait a second.
And the only way you can get to like the top side and like get all like the fancy, you know, being served and like being with your person or whatever is to break up one of the couples so you can go take their spot and maybe bring someone with you.
Okay. All right.
So it's like, yeah. Let that sink in.
Okay. So keep going. I'm intrigued.
It's a weird premise because it fundamentally makes it so that like a lot of couples just don't last very long, right? Because there is an inherent nature to break it up so someone could like go up there, right? But what happens is it fundamentally creates like a love triangle, right? Each week of like, because one person is coming in and whoever is like the person with like two guys or whatever has to choose between them. But what they do is they literally walk the plank. Someone picks which one they want to stay with, and the other person just gets dropped into the sea.
This is very good.
It's really good. It's a really good dynamic. It's very fun.
I have been chasing the high since, was it House of Villains? Where they literally dropped people?
Yeah, they like shot them back in the chair or whatever, like have them fall down into the abyss.
I have been chasing the high ever since you introduced me to them, like dropping them into a pit.
Yeah.
So that's very good.
I think it's a far underutilized tactic to do eliminations on, and I think we should explore it more. And I appreciate using the boat to be like literally walk the plank and then drop into the sea.
You know, their legal team was like, please don't.
Right.
Hey, don't. But it's very good. I like it.
Yeah, there's some really fun characters here. Gabby is a Great host, as expected. Her voice is something that's so beautiful to me. What is also really good is that she never says overboard like overboard. She always goes like overboard. Like she has like a weird intonation on it. And it's funny because she has to say the word overboard a million times an episode. But it's a beautiful vocal stem that has really been keeping me alive this week.
I do also like the idea that it's not just choose your path between two suitors, but there is also inherently this third motivator.
Yeah.
It's not the Bachelorette where it's like, are you here for the right reasons?
Mm-hmm.
You have this like, do I select this suitor or do I want to keep working? And it's like, well, nobody wants to do that.
Right. Yeah.
So
it opens the door to a lot of scheming and like really bending the game mechanics.
I love a scheme.
Being like, I don't even like this guy, but I do want to have people give me food instead of me having to make food for people. So you got to do what you got to do. And that's it's a fun concept.
Thank you, Gabby, for your
Thank you,
service as
Gabby.
Always.
Yeah.
That's very important to me.
How are you doing, my dude?
I'm here. I'm alive.
Hell yeah, brother.
Very important.
Yeah.
I'm always grateful for a week where I have to decide what to choose.
Love those weeks.
Yeah, I'm grateful for those weeks. It's very rude that I just chose a dropout thing last week and then they
dropped the best thing of all time.
They dropped my favorite piece of media, which was very rude. My happy thing this week is, of course, collective effervescence, because we had a spaceship go to space this week.
Dude.
And, women in STEM or whatever, we love that.
Hell yeah.
How many pads did they need? Like 1 billion, right?
Never forget.
But when I was thinking about collective effervescence, something that came up for me was this presentation, this show, I guess is the best way to say it, from someone who I didn't know about until it was on my YouTube recommendation. Thank you, YouTube, unfortunately.
Yeah. From
someone named Jacob Collier. And it's another piece of collective effervescence that I felt a lot this week with the Artemis 2 going into space. And the best way that I can describe this piece, and it's on Jacob's YouTube channel, it's titled Jacob Collier Improvises with Orchestra, and then in parentheses, live in San Francisco. It's a performance with the San Francisco Symphony Orchestra where Jacob essentially just like vibes with this orchestra and also vibes with the audience to come up with this song melody of songs. And I've never seen something like this done before. It was really beautiful. I think that the actual video is about 22 minutes long. I ended up, because TikTok is always listening, after I watched it on YouTube, I saw a clip of it on TikTok that's about 1 minute long that does a really good job cutting it down. But it was very much he's just like pointing at instruments and like play this note, and then you see it all come together where he's playing this melody of songs and having the audience come in and sing too, because I now know what collective effervescence was just like crying with it. But it was really cool to see this vibing with people. It was beautiful to see.
Hell yeah.
I've never seen anything done like this before. The only thing that I can best describe it with is I know there was an artist, at least, who used to use a step drum and used to kind of do something similar where they would like build off of their own sound. But this was the whole ass orchestra, which I've never kind of seen that before. It was really cool. I'm doing a horrible job explaining it.
Sure.
So I really recommend watching it.
Yeah.
But it was very cool to see someone, because I've always wondered kind of what conductors do. I know they have an important job, right?
Sure.
Don't get it twisted. But sometimes as someone who never played an instrument, it really does feel like they're just vibing up, like they're just pointing at shit.
Sure.
I know that's not true. Please don't.
It's hard not to feel that way, though. Watching it.
I know it's an important job. Don't email me and be like, I know it is. But sometimes, as someone who does not have experience with it, it really does just feel like they're pointing up there.
Yeah.
Okay. And this feels like he's a very talented songwriter and composer. But it really does just feel like a kid just got up there and is like, I want you to do this, and then you do this, and then you come in with the snare and go whack. And then it all comes together and he plays a couple of songs together, and it's really cool.
Mm.
And you can see the audience be like, what the fuck? How did it? So it's really cool. I recommend watching it. Usually, sometimes my YouTube algorithm recommends some wacky stuff. This one, it hit pretty good.
Hell yeah, dude.
Thank you, YouTube, even though you're a piece of shit.
Sure.
But this time you did well.
Yeah, you did your good one with this.
So 2 pieces of great collective effervescence
Hell
this
yeah.
week that I cried about humanity being good sometimes, which I need a reminder of.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Thank you, space, and thank you, music, for being awesome.
Hell yeah.
We need those reminders. We don't have a lot of news this week.
But boy, is it important.
So I'm really excited to know your thoughts about this, because I do not know this. I don't know this man.
Sure. Yeah.
And my initial thoughts is, but that was my husband. So I need to know your thoughts on this. This is from Deadline.
Yes, we have a beautiful piece from Deadline and a crucial update to the Flesh of the Gods movie that K-Stu is in. Crucially, the vampire thriller movie, because we got fucking Wagner Moura on the scene. I have still not seen The Secret Agent. That is a me problem that I need to fix soon. But what I do know is this guy is very good and he's very sexy.
He is. I'm looking at
very
this photo.
Sexy.
He's very beautiful.
Yeah.
It is just hard for me not to be like, when we first talked about this,
Mm-hmm.
it was Kristen and Oscar, and I was like, holy fuck.
Right.
That's all I've ever needed.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking at this man,
Yeah.
and he's very beautiful.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad about it. I trust them.
Yeah. And he does incredible work in Narcos. He's been around the block, he's been out here. But this combo of people, I think, lives are going to change, I feel.
I trust them. I think that I have a little bit of homework to do here.
Sure.
Learning about Wagner.
Mm-hmm.
I love the name, by the way.
It's a great name. Very powerful.
Beautiful name.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know the filmography here, so I'm going to need to learn a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm open to it. I'm just also like, I know Oscar.
That's true. It is a loss for sure, but kind of a good swap, I feel. I think this will be a good vibe.
I'm not sad about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not true. I'm sad about it, but I'm open.
Sure.
I'm open to it.
My heart is open to the possibilities,
Right. It's just especially after we watched Frankenstein,
Yeah.
it's hard not to see. And like the green, remember that green look that Oscar was in?
Ooh, yeah.
It's just hard not to be like, there's so many possibilities for theatrics
Yeah.
here,
That is true.
But my heart's open to
Mhm.
it. I'm just a little disappointed, but I'll get over it by that time.
Oh, yeah.
That's all. But I have a little bit of homework to learn about my new co-star here.
Hell yeah.
So I don't know about you, but I know when we left off last week, I was like, thing 1 and thing 2 aren't going to last very long
Well,
with no humanity. Like, this is not, I'm not going to get my hopes up here, right? They're probably
Sure.
going to rip this away.
mm-hmm.
So I went into this week thinking like, well, a couple minutes in, it'll probably go away, right?
Sure.
How did you feel about this week's episode?
Okay, here's the thing, right? Watching this episode, I felt for the very first time a little something between these two.
Finally.
I get it, but only in this context, right?
100%.
Like, there's no other universe with their humanity on, do I think they would make a good couple. This is also a bad couple, right? This is a very destructive couple. However, I'm listening and learning. And I do appreciate
no, 100%. It's 2 red flags with each other,
two
right?
insanely huge red flags, just like sirens going all day long. But it is pretty fun to watch. It's pretty compelling. I am interested, unfortunately.
It is the first time that I have not felt disgust when they've been in the same room together in like a romantic context.
Completely. Yeah.
And that's saying something.
And it's just, there's something, listen, it's always wonderful to have humanity off Stefan because he is way more interesting.
It's like having Silas back.
Yeah, it's like my boy. That's my boy. That's my little rapscallion, we're cooking, okay? And, he needs to queen out. And I need that for him, too. I think he has a vital need for that. And It's beautiful to be like, hey, Caroline, let me show you the fucking ropes of like how to be a bad boy. How to like just truly, tap into the dark forces that come with not having humanity. And that's pretty fun. I do enjoy that little back and forth, that little rapport. I think that's pretty good.
It's wild that is the most interesting plot of this episode.
Yeah, dude.
Because in theory, I should be very intrigued by, I mean, first of all, Bonnie's in the episode, right? So like, in theory, I should be absolutely locked in by this like revenge plot and Damon meeting his mom. But there is something to Caroline, and it's not even the like trope of a girl who's wound so tight and a guy who's trying to like let her loose. It's not that. Because again, they both don't have their humanity. It's the revenge bit that he's coming after. He's like, no, fuck you for this. I am you who is a control freak. I am your worst nightmare right now.
Totally.
And I am going to do everything I can to ruin your whole like High School Musical shit that's happening right now.
That was so funny because first of all, how dare you have Caroline beautifully singing fucking last 5 years still hurting. Don't do that to me. Why are you in my house? Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of my Google search history. Fuck you.
Get out of it. I feel exposed. And then her just having this little like, I'm gonna be the Rachel Berry of not having humanity.
The one single tear, by the way.
It's so funny of being like, hey, so I don't have emotions, but I am gonna like really lock in and put on a show of being an actress because it's all a performance, and I think it's really beautiful. And the like her singing this most heartbreaking song and then immediately being like, so what's up? Like, I thought I crushed that. Hello, anyone here? And then the director guy dead because Stefan's a fucking fool and he just wants to fuck shit up because that's what you do. It's just very funny to me. It's very good.
It's so good. It's so good. And we saw this last episode too. But I love the fact that Caroline, we're really seeing a lot of her like compulsiveness come out, because she tells Enzo early on in the episode, like, I will do nothing, I'll stop at nothing to maintain my routine. Right? Like, I'm a monster, but I'm not an asshole, right? Like, yes, I am gonna clean up this scene because I don't want to be in jail, Enzo. Right. And I like the school that I'm at, and I don't want them to find out. Like,
come on,
I know how to cover my tracks. My mom was a cop, remember?
Right.
So it's very good, and the idea of all of these little bits between her and Stefan, of her being like, "Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna pull a pit on you, and I'm gonna wreck your bike, but I'm just gonna take out all the bolts and leave them in like a Ziploc bag next to it."
This is why I love non-humanity Paul Wesley, because he can really, this is when he's having fun out here, because there's like a little side-eye smirk that is always present, that is really beautiful, and him being like, oh my god, you took out this, like, what, it's gonna take me like 10 extra minutes to fix this. Oh my god, you got me so good. And it's like, I love this. We can just live here forever. I know we shouldn't, but I do really enjoy it. I prefer it to the alternative.
And even when at the beginning of the episode, when you walked in on Damon, he's like, where are all of our trinkets?
Hey, where do we keep every single weapon we own? Real quick. Just a quick little pulse check on that, and Damon's like, can we not do this? You're so annoying.
And him being like, oh yeah, of course, it's in this like false sofa that we have. Hello?
You know, the weapon sofa where we store all of our weapons and trinkets and doodads.
It's been 6 seasons. Why don't we know about the doodad chair?
Yeah. Real late reveal on the doodad chair. That's pretty tough. That's really burying the lead on that one, guys.
I also love the fact that they assume this school, apparently everyone goes home for every possible break ever.
Right.
Except for the athletes, of course.
Yeah, of course. They got to keep that going. Of course.
It's just they have the most ominous dorm that they
Yeah.
live in. But then also, presumably everyone ever leaves.
Mm-hmm.
This spring break is maybe a week long. And Caroline is so upset that this one athlete walks in and is
Right.
staying at a dorm that she pays for.
Yeah. How dare she?
How it's so rude.
You're fucking up my whole thing right now. God damn.
There was also a lot of Molotov cocktails in this episode.
Yeah, way more than I was expecting.
I did not realize that the doodad chair had so many Molotov cocktails in it.
Just ready to deploy.
Right. But I will say, to your point though, I did not expect. I expected to be more grossed out, I guess, by the Stefan and Caroline of it all.
Sure.
Not because I don't like romance, but it's just that they've been pushing it on us so much,
Yeah.
right? And I found it very interesting how much the fighting was more interesting to me, I'll say.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially how much Stefan was bringing up to Caroline, like, I think there was something that he said to her of like, it must be so exhausting overthinking everything. Like, this is supposed to be the time vampires refer to this no humanity as like a break, essentially. Right?
Sure. It's the
And yet
Rumspringa.
here you are. Here you are trying to essentially keep on keeping on.
Right.
And him looking at her being like, don't you remember, like, I taught you how to do this.
Right.
So I can tell you how to unwind everything.
Yeah. Loosen up, girl. Release your inhibitions, you know?
Literally, like, feel the rain on your skin, bitch.
When he was like, you were an embarrassment to humanity, free vampires everywhere, I was like, you know what? It's not wrong, because she really is not locking into the potentials of you don't have to care about anything. And with that comes, you know, maybe not great stuff, but you can. That is kind of your window to just, this is the time to do that, you know?
Yeah. And even him being like, this neck feels really, like, tastes really good.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
a really beautiful, gorgeous neck. You should get a hit of this.
And I still, don't get it twisted. I'm not interested in the Stefan and Caroline of it all.
Yeah.
It's more so that I really like No Humanity Stefan.
Mm-hmm.
He's very interesting, and I like what Paul gets to do in this space.
Yeah.
And I'm also loving No Humanity Caroline. She's very fun to me.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's all going to come crashing down. I'm aware of that. However,
Yeah.
right now, it's very fun.
And just like on the flip side, we're getting Damon trying to orchestrate like a domino effect of bringing humanity back, of like, okay, if I get my mom back, then Stefan will be like, oh my god, humanity, and then Stefan will go to Caroline and be like, oh my god, humanity, like the emotional triggers or whatever going down like dominoes. Which,
If 2 + 2 is 4.
and it's like, okay, sure, really not really leaning in on the severe mommy issues of it all here, of being like, no, this is just for Stefan, like, don't even get it twisted, like, I have no other motives of having this sort of conversation. But what pisses me off is they're having this little plan, and he goes to Bonnie, of course, because he needs Bonnie to do anything and everything for him.
Always.
And she's immediately like, fuck out of here, I'm not doing anything for you, which, get his ass. And she even goes so far as to be like, you know, you brought up the Kai stuff, I told you to want to talk about Kai, like, or talk to Kai, fuck you, like, you just, you know, you used me in that way and that sucks, and you gave me this fake ass apology. And then Damon goes, but then I did a real apology.
He's not denying it, though.
No, he's like, yeah, yes, and I did make it up for with an actual apology, so we should be good. I don't understand why there's still beef here. And what pisses me off is like, okay, we're going through all this, and your great fucking idea is to send yourself and Bonnie and Kai back into another prison world, lest we forget that Bonnie was just stuck in one for almost a year, and you're gonna risk, because she's a witch and you need her, I get it. But the fact that even that thought crossed his mind of being like, you know what would be great? What if we go to another secret, cool prison world that we may never return from again?
This
That'd be
plan
fun.
of his is so, one, it's incredibly reactive because he's
100%.
like, oh, I'm just going to get my mom, who's, they're explaining, is incredibly dangerous to the likes of like Esther levels.
Yeah.
Right? Esther doesn't have her own prison world,
Right.
but Lily does.
Yeah.
But not only is it reactive in that sense, but these 4 chuckle fucks, nobody is telling anyone that they're going to the prison world this time.
Yeah, this is like a secret mission, and it's like, hey, folks need to be aware of this, even if there's no humanity in sight. You have other friends that are here. Just like let them know. Be like, hey, if we're not back by dinner, you should do something, please. Like, what's
literally
the problem?
it is wild that they have tried to do this in several different ways now, and they haven't learned yet. Hey, can you tell anyone where you're going, please and thank you?
Yeah, pisses me off.
It is, they stress me out.
And also, Elena's like, I should go too. And it's like, motherfucker, why are you trying to be here? Like, no shade. But
respectfully,
get out of don't here. Piss me off, because yeah, we have 2 witches because we have Bonnie and Kai, but also this is a very high risk situation, and we've had 2 of these people, 3, get stuck in the prison world before. So let's not add another person who does not have to be there. She was only there because she's like, I want to see who gave birth to Damon and the 2 loves of my life. Gross. But like, you can have that little Kiki if you wanted to, if she came to Mystic Falls, right? You don't have to be there. And especially because Bonnie's like, hey Kai, let me talk to you real quick. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to do anything bad. I'm not going to leave you here in the prison world. Trust me.
That was the Luke side, by the way, that followed her into the forest. That was not the Kai side.
No, that was a very, very earnest and believing in people and trusting. And that was very fun. And I'm glad that Bonnie had that moment because she has a lot of trauma. And I think she needed that, right? But it's also like, now we're down to 1 witch. And now Elena's here taking up all the oxygen. Being like, we need all hands on deck here. And why are you here? You're causing problems.
I agree. I think that she was stressing me out this episode.
Yeah.
Not to mention, I mean, Damon was already going through it, right?
Yeah, dog.
But then once they got there, she was like, oh, you look so cute in this. And it was very obviously Stefan in that photo.
Damon's like, that is literally not a photo of me. And I think you know that. I think it's kind of clear what we look like as kids, but sure.
Right.
Thank you, Elena.
And he's just not like, this is 1903. He's looking at his mom, presumably what she looked like when she died, right? Because she was changed pretty soon after. So triggering as hell. He's in the house that he grew up in. So we got a lot going on here.
Yeah.
And she's just like along for the ride, like, oh my God, you look so cute. I don't know what to, like, are you Mrs. Salvatore? And he's like, can you just fucking.
Yeah. Why is this a weird meet the parents situation?
Right.
Like, there's other stuff going on. And my kind of girlfriend who doesn't remember anything good about me in any memory we've ever had together. It's kind of messing up the vibe a little bit.
And then I find out that my mom, who was turned on Halloween of who got sent to the prison world on Halloween of 1903, has these chuckle fucks upstairs.
That reveal
who she
was
considers
nuts.
They're so fucking scary. Who she considers her family and not her son.
That was so fucking funny though, because she seems like fine, right? She's like, oh, I've like grappled with this stuff. Like, I've had a whole long time here. I've kind of forgotten how long it's been. Like, I haven't been keeping track, whatever. And I made mistakes, yada, yada. Like, it seems normal. And then she's like, and they're like, okay, bet, let's go because we have the thing we need to go back.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I've been only having like 2 drops of this blood every week to keep myself like standing up, essentially.
Yeah, and she's like, I don't want to be a monster. Like, I don't want to like go back into that thing. Like, I'm just doing what I need to do in the lowest dose possible, which is fine. And so they're like, okay, bet, let's go. And then she's like, cool. Let me alert the crew. And they're like, what?
Record scratch. What?
And she pulls this fucking curtain and there's just the most decrepit fucking people in her basement or in another room, just like on life support, on undead support, I suppose. Just not having a good time. And she's like, hey, these guys really helped me. We went everywhere together. And like they made it so that I could be the way I am and not like go back into a dark spot. And Damon's like, sure, thank you so much for sharing. We can't bring like 7 guys with you. This needs to be a one and done situation. And she looks his son in the eye and says, they're my family. Ouch. Oof. Ouch. That's tough.
You can almost see him fucking recoil.
Yeah.
Because one, it was like a 50-50 chance for me.
Yeah.
If it was going to be real vampires or like stuffed dolls. I had no fucking idea
Totally.
at this point what it was going to be. Because this is supposed to be an incredibly dangerous person that, again, this like magical coven has put into one of 2 prison worlds, right?
Yeah. Right.
I had no idea what it was going to be. And she's like, no. I know that we have a raft that's made for 4 people, but we have to squeeze in these 6 vampires.
Right.
And Damon's like, respectfully, no. like, I don't
we're
know
not
these people from
taking
Adam.
you guys on vacation. Like this is for one thing we need to happen. We cannot add extra cargo to this mission. This is nuts. Why
Yeah.
do you have these folks in here? I hate
Right.
that.
Who are these people?
Who are these
And then you-
people?
Literally, like, who are you?
Yeah.
And it's so creepy because it's like they're the same way that Catherine was, like early seasons, where their eyes are moving, but like they are essentially mummified.
Totally.
It's so fucking creepy. And then you just like jump cut and Bonnie's doing Long Live the King out in the snow. Like, it's so, listen, I'm incredibly biased. I will always root for Bonnie.
Yeah.
And so I can't blame her here.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm sorry. I know that it's not great, but here's the thing. I was side-eyeing you a little last episode when you were like, oh, Kai, I understand it. I got it this time.
Yeah.
When he was doing the whole, like, I need you to give me one more chance thing,
Yeah.
I got it. I got it.
It's just
I
there's a
have to say.
little something in there that is interesting. Like because he clearly does not have a grasp of the 2 demons that live inside of him, the angel and the demon inside of him.
No, I understand.
And
I
he's
get it.
bumbling.
I think that I felt it this time. I wasn't fully there last week. I am this week.
Yeah.
I think that especially when he was like, I've changed, and then she was like, so have I. Like,
because it's interesting too of like him definitely on the Luke side following her and being like, oh yeah, sure, the Ascendant is definitely in this weird woods for sure.
yeah.
But then like the Kai snaps back on and being like, I could fuck you up right now, like, you know, anything can happen. And she's like, bitch, that's what I was waiting for. Like, you just walked into my trap. Hello. Very cool.
Yeah, it's just the Kai of it all that he like is incapable, even if he's not intending to, of causing bloodshed from her. And she's like, that's exactly what I was waiting for.
Right. I needed an excuse and you gave it right to me because I knew it was going to happen at some point and you walked right into it.
But the merge of it all causing him to like call out for her when they're leaving.
Ugh. Yeah.
I see the vision.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not there, but I see now why there's a ship on AO3. I get it now. I was judging it,
Sure.
but I see it.
Yeah.
I see it now. So I don't know that I agree with it just because I know how racist this show is.
Yeah.
But I think if it was any other show and it was any other writers, I would be very intrigued by the concept that the prison world inherently causes almost like a no humanity effect. Like it starts to like
Sure.
take someone that they thought was inherently bad and it starts to like prove them right kind of thing of like making them like bringing out some of those inherently bad qualities in someone.
Right. Like the worst version of yourself kind of
Yeah,
materializes. Yeah.
I think that that's an interesting concept. It's just that I don't necessarily trust these writers with that.
Right. Yeah. That needs
Even-
a bit of more gentle of a hand, which they do not have.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. But I don't hate that idea of it.
Mm-hmm.
Given that it seems kind of like what they're trying to do with Lily. They've tried to do that with Kai. It feels like that's what they're trying to do with Bonnie.
Yeah.
But I just don't trust that, given that, you know, Bonnie, granted she wasn't there as long as Lily was or Kai was. But she still went and got Damon the cure from 94.
Dude, that reveal was tears in my eyes.
And y'all don't want me to ship this? Get out of here.
You, like, first of all, we have her walking in on Damon and Elena just making out, nasty style. And so much so that Damon sees that and goes, "Hey, Bon Bon, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. How dare you?" And she, on her escapades, when she was coming back and got the car and all that stuff, like, remembered the Nova Scotia of it all and the maps and the fact that there's magic and all those things, and brings back in a very cunty little box, might I add.
It's very pretty.
A vial of the cure because she remembered he wanted to use it for Elena. Obviously, things have changed in that department, I'm sure, because the material reality is different than it was then. But now she's like, you can do whatever you want with it. Like, this is yours, and we can figure out the other stuff more easily, but this is something you get to choose what you want to do with it. And I lost it. Come on.
Because
Are you kidding?
when has she ever looked grossed out by Elena and PDA?
Right.
And so that's wild.
Yeah.
Second of all, when has Damon ever stopped macking for anyone?
Come on. Hello.
And then turning on the faucet so that their little hijinks can't be presumably overheard by others. Because they're like, so we're not going back, right? And it's like, well, obviously no.
Right.
Like, fuck my mom and her ideas there.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I love it. I think it's so cute. And the idea that, like, she was like putting her hand on his hands, holding the box. She's bringing him life, right? Bringing him a choice here that he never got because Catherine didn't give him that choice.
Right.
And the idea that, like, he is potentially considering it for himself in this moment. Sir, what do you mean?
Oh my God.
That's beautiful.
These two piss me off, but I love it so bad.
I do. I love it a lot. So much that I loved these two storylines so much this episode that it was almost enough for me to forget. They called themselves this episode, by the way, the B team.
Yeah. The fucking my favorite, the Rick and Enzo fucking side quest. Of no material purpose. It's my favorite thing to clock into every episode of this season.
I never would have thought, because Enzo was my favorite when he was introduced. They've done him so dirty.
It pisses me off because there's so much to do with Enzo.
I know.
And yet we have been stuck in purgatory of him just having this one-sided beef with Stefan that Stefan does not give a shit about, has never given a shit about. But at least we get a little bit of, like, Rick telling on him and being like, hey, dog, so this is a weird hyperfixation that you have. And it seems like it doesn't matter. Maybe there's other things you could be doing with your time, and you just seem like a really lonely man. And Enzo's like, you got me there, bud. That's so real. Thank you so much. Nobody's actually said that to my face, but you are correct, sir. And it's
harsh.
It's harsh but fair, you know, and that's tough because he has been in a prison of his own making. So much so that he's like, you know, this beef I have, this feud, it really isn't fun when Stefan can't even, like, feel it. And it's like, brother, he didn't even feel it when he had his humanity on. That's just nothing that really made any sense in his mind or anything that he cared about, truthfully. But I will let you have this, sure. A little self-processing moment. But it's like,
it's very much the Don Draper, like, I don't think of you at all.
Completely,
kind of
exactly that is what's happening. And it's like, if you want to believe that it's not fun anymore because Stefan can't feel it, I will let you have that. But just know that is not the case. That's not the reason why this isn't fun anymore. It was never fun. None of this matters. It's like, do something else. Anything.
Do anything else, actually.
You're just getting anyone who's around because Matt doesn't want to put up with this bullshit anymore. He's like, I guess Rick, let's go on a road trip. And Rick's like, I'm a human and I'm about to be a dad, so please don't kill me. I don't want to die.
He's Rick using a legal pad to write down baby names. I would have never thought we were at this place in our lives.
Yeah, the fact that too that she calls him up on the phone and it's like, hey, so I thought about it. I was a little pissed that you weren't thinking about baby names when I've been thinking about baby names, but now that I've really sat with it, I don't think someone named Alaric should name a person. And he's like, I didn't name me. Like, don't put me in. Like, that's not my fault. I didn't choose that.
But she's right, and she should say that.
She's right, and I'm proud of her because I also don't want Rick to name this baby.
Especially because when you look at the legal pad, it's like Bob, John. Like, you needed to write these down, Rick.
That's just so I don't forget these fucking bangers.
You needed to externalize these names. It's just like all the names of the Beatles, and it's like, homie, you didn't. You were worried about forgetting these?
Right. I don't want anyone to not get these fucking flames I'm putting on this paper. Come on now.
God damn.
When my baby is at an age, he will be given a framed version of his legal pad that just says Bob, Tony, like Paul, like whatever. And he will really appreciate it.
I feel like Rick would be the kind of person, though, that he would look at a baby, right, fresh out the womb, 5 minutes old, and be like, that's a Bob. And that pisses me off.
Right, there's a Bob.
Also, I thought the last time that we saw these motherfuckers, like 5 episodes ago, that they were still deciding whether or not they were going to keep this child. Yeah. And I thought that was pretty dope and progressive. And now all of a sudden Joe's like, oh, I do want to be pregnant? Ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, It's your choice.
Right.
But also, like, you are a working professional.
Right.
You are the bread maker in this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. And like, just because Rick has been cosplaying stay-at-home dad does not mean he's maybe fit.
Do not trust this man with a child.
Yeah, it's a little different when it's a newborn, I feel, rather than a 19-year-old. Like, I think there's a little bit different.
Yeah, I watched this man attempt to parent.
Yeah.
Do not.
Doesn't instill the most amount of confidence, I'll say that.
No, it does not. And maybe it'll be different with his actual, like, homegrown child, but Prob's not.
Not homegrown.
He's locally farm to table.
Yeah, locally sourced. Yeah. Not the farm to table.
I doubt it, though, respectfully.
Yeah.
Also, no shade, because I know that it's a TV show or whatever, but, like, Joe wearing heels and then being like, oh, I have to go do rounds. Ma'am.
Yeah. Huh?
In what world would a doctor wear any sort of heels?
What are we doing here?
Don't play with me. Don't piss me off. I care about you and your truth more than that. Yeah. I do. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm proud of Enzo. Mm-hmm. He seems to have had a little bit of a come to Jesus of like, finally. I need to go learn how to fix cars or something. Yeah. Right? This
is no longer serving me. And I think that's very mature of him to realize.
He learned about like let them theory or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And well, I guess it would be, what would it be? The KonMari theory back in 2015.
Yeah.
Like it's not bringing me joy or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
That would be more like time accurate. He's girl bossing. I guess that would be more
sure
2015. But then he goes to Sarah, who's in the hospital, by the way, being kept against her will, sort of.
Yeah.
And then name drops her full ass real name to her.
It really invalidates the whole like, I'm totally not focused on this anymore. Don't even worry. Don't put in the newspaper that I got mad. Like, I'm not mad. But also, I am still gonna little drop.
XOXO Gossip Girl.
For Enzo. Real. And he's addicted. He can't quit. It's like, everyone in his life.
And here's the thing. I love that about Enzo, actually.
Sure.
That's my favorite thing about him as a character. But just not this storyline.
Yeah.
This one is boring to me.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to do it when he was taking out the people that tortured him, that was interesting to me.
Sure.
That gave growth. This has no effect because it doesn't bother Stefan.
Right. It's not the huge plot of like, that'll fucking show him. It's like, it's not even in his mind at all. And this is a you problem. You are just fixated on this. Fucking.
So we need.
Yeah.
He needs to go chase something else. There.
Please, God.
You know what he really needs is he needs to get on the originals cast because there are plenty of people there that he could be petty with.
Dude, yes. He can get into so many feuds. And honestly, will probably be reciprocated. And that's fun. That's something that he can have fun with.
And that's the thing. He needs to play, right?
He needs to play.
He's
him
understimulated right now.
Yeah. He needs his Batman Joker moment. And he's never going to get that from Stefan because Stefan does not give a fuck about anything that Enzo's doing. He needs a mutually beneficial feud.
Right. No, he's just like, he's a husky in an apartment right now. He's chewing shoes. They need to go let him out and let him run a little bit. So put him on the originals cast. There are plenty of rivalries there where he could really sink his teeth into, literally and figuratively.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's true. It's not because the writers seem to obviously not care about him.
Mm-hmm.
But I like Enzo. I think there's a lot of meat on those bones, and I want more for his character.
Yeah.
Especially because they've given, the only thing that they've really done to him lately is give him that Pauly D hair, and I want more for him.
Yeah. That can't be the maximum of what we're getting here. That can't be the limit.
Yeah. It's just, there's a lot of opportunity.
Yeah.
I can't go back, 11 years and tell them, but I hope someone told them that back then. Oh, well. So next week is titled I Could Never Love Like That. So that's not great.
Don't love the sort of vibes of that one. It's a little ominous.
That's not ideal. I'm curious about where the Lily of it all is going.
Mm-hmm. Because,
we've only got, in theory, I haven't checked, but I'm presuming it's a 22 episode season.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a confrontation with Stefan and his mom.
Yeah.
And in theory, that means that he's going to go back to being humanity. However, what if it is a mom and son Ripper duo?
Now we're cooking.
No.
Best way to figure out your mommy issues, just release all your inhibitions, go to the dark side together. Oh, yeah.
Yes, exactly. So that, I'm still trying to figure out where we are going right now.
Yeah.
I need to noodle on that a little bit more. Because if they're trying to make Lily the big bad of it all, I'm going to be confused. So,
right.
But next week seems sentimental between Damon and Elena, and I truly could not care about that. Because all I care about is Damon and Bonnie. So
yeah, I am already retconning this image that it's Bonnie in this moment. Yeah. I don't know who this woman is.
Yeah, I don't. Who knew that like the main character of this that's supposed to be Elena, that 6 seasons in I'd be like, okay, and like, unfortunate. Yeah. We have some amazing patrons to thank. Would you like to start us off?
Absolutely. Thank you to Lauren Cullen.
Ooh, thank you to Zoe Forbes.
Pew pew. Thank you to Vanessa Swan.
Ooh, thank you to Greg Lautner.
Ow. Thank you to April Dobrev.
Pew pew pew. Thank you to Phoebe Salvatore.
Ooh. Thank you to Megan Pattinson.
Ooh, thank you to Katya Karp.
Ooh. Thank you to Genevieve Morgan.
Ooh, thank you to Danielle Burke.
Ooh. Thank you to Janae Bennett.
Pew pew pew. Thank you to Rena Zeklos.
Ow. Thank you to Emily Ozera.
Ooh, and last but certainly not least, thank you to Jaylene Ivishkov.
Pew pew pew.
So I have a fan fiction for you.
Hell
this
yeah.
is by the author Shallow End of the Ocean, and it is titled Skin Deep. This is from the Bonnie and Kai tag, so I did find something.
Hell yeah.
The summary here is pretty short, I will say. It's 2 lines, and both of them are dialogue. The summary is, "You keep glaring at me like that bonbon, and I might start thinking you care," the insufferable man says. "I glare at cockroaches too. Doesn't mean I want to keep them." And this fanfiction is over 50,000 words.
Damn.
So, if you are interested in Bonnie and Kai with, shocker to no one, a tag of enemies to lovers, then please enjoy this piece from Shallow End of the Ocean. Well, my friends, I am very excited to go see another piece from Gabby.
Yeah.
I need some happiness and joy this weekend, so I'm looking forward to this. Tell your friends, tell your family about the show. If it is warm enough for ice cream trucks, tell your local ice cream truck driver
Absolutely
about it. Bring them some joy. And as we say here in the Pacific Northwest,
get bit.
ooh,
Ow. You've been listening to Into the Twilight, an independent production by Earbud Media. You can support the show by subscribing to our Patreon at patreon.com/intothetwilight, or rate and review us on your favorite podcast app. You can send us a backstory or a fanfiction at intothetwilightshow@gmail.com. Our music is by Eli Krause, and our art is by Maddie Padilla. You can find me on Twitter at Cody Corral and Allie at Many Are the Stars. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to Earbud Media Production. Earbud Media, audio for everyone.